Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My name is Maram and I am from MPhil Microbiology first semester. The topic of my presentation is non-antibiotic antimicrobial agents to combat biofilm forming bacteria. Here is the research article from where I prepare my PowerPoint presentation. Biofilm matrix enclosed accretion of single or multiple strains of bacteria that adhere to biological or non-biological surfaces. बैक्टीरिया सिंगल स्ट्रेन के हों तो भी मिलके बायोफिल्म फॉर्मेशन कर सकते हैं और अगर डिफरेंट स्ट्रेन के हों तो भी और उनको अटैचमेंट के लिए एक सरफेस चाहिए होती है आइदर वो सरफेस बायोलॉजिकल हो या फिर वो सरफेस नॉन बायोलॉजिकल हो Bacteria living in a biofilm can resist shear forces in fluids and other external environmental factors than free-floating bacteria. Biofilm matrix, which binds the bacteria together, also enhances their communication with one another which consequently increases their pathogenicity. बैक्टीरिया जब मिलकर बायोफिल्म फॉर्मेशन करते हैं तो उनका जो आपस में कम्युनिकेशन है वो इंक्रीज हो जाता है और उनकी जो पैथोजेनिसिटी है वो भी इंक्रीज हो जाती है. These are the 5 stages in biofilm formation: adhesion, irreversible adhesion, colonization, mature biofilm, dispersion. एडिशन में बैक्टीरिया जो है वो एडहेयर हो जाते हैं किसी भी सरफेस के साथ. इरिवर्सिबल एडिशन में अगर वो डिटैच बैक्टीरिया नहीं है तो फिर वो इरिवर्सिबल एडिशन हो सकती है. कोलोनाइजेशन में वो अपने नेबरिंग कॉलोनीज बना लेते हैं. देन आफ्टर दैट मेच्योर बायोफिल्म फॉर्मेशन में सरफेस बनाते हैं और उसमें जो है वो इंक्लोज हो जाते हैं. देन जब उनको उनकी नीड के मुताबिक प्रॉपर न्यूट्रिएंट्स मिल जाते हैं तो फिर वो डिस्पर्स हो जाते हैं. Quorum sensing is the important factor of biofilm formation. Quorum senses is a mechanism for communication between bacteria. Actually, these are cell-to-cell signaling between bacteria. Phenomena was first reported in marine bioluminescent species Vibrio fischeri. There are 5 quorum sensing systems used by bacteria, namely Lux-I, Lux-R, COM-CDE, and COM-RS, AGR system, and autoinducible. AGR systems are basically peptide-based system. The Lux-I-Lux-R pathway ex- exists in Gram-negative bacteria and employs acyl homoserine lactone. Gram-positive bacteria use a peptide-based quorum sensing system known as cross-species communication. The COM-CDE and COM-RS oligopeptide system are used by gram-positive bacteria. COM-CDE is linked to structure of defensive substances such as bacteriocin like antibiotics. The Lux-S encoded autoinducers two system has been found in both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. The Lux-S encoded autoinducers two system has been found in both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. It is a universal language and provides cross-species communication. Extracellular polymeric substances. Extracellular polymerics include polysaccharides, proteins, lipids, and extracellular DNA. Together constitute 50 to 90% of the total organic substances found in a biofilm. Amount and composition of extracellular polymeric substances vary depending on the availability of carbon sources and various other nutrients. One type of bacteria may produce several different types of EPS. For example, Pseudomonas aeruginosa produces 3 different types of extracellular polymeric substances, namely PL, PSL, and alginate. Extracellular polymeric substances के functions हैं. Various important functions of EPS has been described so far, which includes EPS can bind and retain water, enhancing the physical integrity of the biofilm structure, act as a binding site for additional bacteria. Most important in EPS increases the chances of bacteria surviving in presence of antibiotics and disinfection. This is the most important function of extracellular polymeric substance. Non-antibiotic antimicrobial agents. In recent decades, the most widely used strategy to inhibit or kill bacteria is antibiotic therapy. However, the excessive use and misuse of antibiotics has led to drug resistance both within healthcare settings and in wider community. इसमें क्या होता है कि जब हम excessive use of antibiotics को कर लेते हैं, ठीक है, मिसयूज भी होगा एंटीबायोटिक्स के, तो उसमें क्या हो जाता है कि बैक्टीरिया रेजिस्टेंस डेवलप कर देता है, अपनी जीन में थोड़ी सी म्यूटेशन करके वो खुद को रेसिस्ट कर लेता है अगेंस्ट दीज एंटीबायोटिक्स. Many bacterial pathogens have developed resistance to antibiotics and the resulting infections are untreatable using common antibiotics. और उसी बीमारी को फिर वही एंटीबायोटिक यूज करके हम उस बीमारी को ट्रीट नहीं कर सकते क्योंकि उसके अगेंस्ट बैक्टीरिया अपनी रेजिस्टेंस डेवलप कर चुका होता है. The CDC has estimated that resistant strains of bacteria cause over 2 million illnesses and over 23,000 deaths annually, and this number is expected to grow soon. Considering these issues, there is growing interest in search for non-antibiotic antimicrobial agents. अब इस चीज़ से रिसर्च जारी है कि हम एंटीबायोटिक्स की बजाय कुछ ऐसे एजेंट्स की तरफ जाएं जिनमें बैक्टीरिया रेजिस्टेंस डेवलप ना कर सके और हम इलनेस को जो है वो प्रॉपरली ट्रीट कर सकें. Unlike antibiotics which target a single metabolic pathway, एंटीबायोटिक है वो बैक्टीरिया की सिंगल स्ट्रेन पे जाकर अटैक करेगी, वो मल्टीपल स्ट्रेन पे उसको अटैक नहीं करेगी. These novel agents usually attack multiple sites on bacteria. This paper discuss two types of non-antibiotic antimicrobial agents. The first group is antimicrobial nanoparticles, and the second group is antimicrobial proteins, including antimicrobial peptides and enzymes. Number one is silver nanoparticles. Silver nanoparticles usually have a diameter between 1 nanometer to 100 nanometer, used widely in many areas including medical devices such as brown dressing, pharmaceutical products, food packaging, and kitchen appliances. Silver nanoparticles can affect bacterial cell membranes and can impair bacterial respiration, metabolism, and proliferation. They can trigger the production of reactive oxygen species. Silver nanoparticles की कुछ examples हैं. Myofabricated silver nanoparticles produced using the fungus Rhizopus aeroides were able to inhibit biofilm formation by Pseudomonas aeruginosa. The silver nanoparticles not only reduced the production of AHL but they also attenuated some of the key virulence factors of Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Submicron silver nanoparticles based films have shown useful antimicrobial actions against biofilms of E. coli growing on glass. Reported also showed the efficacy of silver nanoparticles against biofilm of Pseudomonas fetida and Staphylococcus aureus. Zinc oxide nanoparticles. Mechanism of action of zinc oxide nanoparticles include production of reactive oxygen species which cause cell death, disturb the stability of bacterial cell membrane causing leakage which leads to bacterial death. जिंक ऑक्साइड नैनोपार्टिकल्स क्या करते हैं कि वो जाके बैक्टीरिया की सेल वॉल पर डायरेक्टली अटैक करते हैं, उसमें फोर्स बना देते हैं और जो बैक्टीरियल कंटेंट होता है वो उसकी लीकेज हो जाती है जिसकी वजह से बैक्टीरियल सेल की डेथ हो जाती है. Zinc oxide nanoparticles can inhibit biofilm formation by Streptococcus pneumoniae, a common cause of pneumonia at a concentration of only 12 milligram per milliliter. Zinc oxide nanoparticles have also been shown to reduce biofilm formation by uropathogenic E. coli strains by over 50%. Zinc oxide nanoparticles could interfere with oral biofilms via several different mechanisms, including disrupting EPS, causing separation of single bacteria from the biofilm, triggering the generation of reactive oxygen species, binding to and inhibiting the normal function of DNA and enzymes, and damaging bacterial cell membrane. Titanium oxide nanoparticles. Titanium oxide is a photocatalyst that helps to generate strong oxidizing agents when irradiated with UV light. In 1985, Matsunaga et al. Demonstrated that platinum-loaded titanium dioxide can kill E. coli bacteria dispersed in water, disrupt biofilm produced by Listeria monopackaging. Titanium dioxide can inhibit the growth and reduce biofilm formation by the common oral bacterial species Streptococcus mitis, and by methicillin-resistant Staph aureus (MRSA). Titanium dioxide nanoparticles can exert antiviral effects against Streptococcus mutans used on the surface of medical implants to reduce the levels of contamination by pathogens. Here is a table in which antibiofilm activities are discussed against silver and zinc oxide nanoparticles. There are different bacteria like E. coli, Staph aureus, Pseudomonas aeruginosa, E. coli against antibiofilm effects are discussed. Antimicrobial peptides. Antimicrobial peptides, which are also known as host defense peptides, may play an important role in normal host immune response to pathogenic microorganisms. Major targets for their action are thought to be the bacterial cell membrane and intracellular molecules. Antimicrobial peptides create pores in cell membrane. Defects can be in shape of barrel stapes, toroids, or carpets. Antimicrobial agents, barrel stapes से peptides form a channel in cell membrane. Toroidal pores से peptides bind to head group of the phospholipid region of the bilayer and then bend it to the innermost side, causing a pore to develop in the membrane. And then the in carpet effect occurs when the peptide break the membrane into small pieces. Here is a diagram in which toroidal pore में जो है वो pinch कर रही है membrane को. Barrel stave में एक pore like adhesion बना देती है और carpet mode में जहाँ पे AMPs अटैक करेंगे वहाँ से वो सेल मेम्ब्रेन को टोटली डिस्टर्ब कर देंगे और वहाँ से बैक्टीरियल कंटेंट लीक हो सकता है. Gram-negative bacteria, AMP can disaggregate lipopolysaccharides in outer layer of bacterial membrane. In gram-positive bacteria, AMP such as lantibiotic can inhibit the replication of bacteria because of their effect on bacterial life in the cell. Both natural and synthetic AMPs can exert antimicrobial effects. Zapotulka et al. Showed that AMP, synthetic AMP could successfully destroy Staph aureus biofilm in a catheter. Gao et al. Discovered a novel AMP derived from skin secretions of the Tarsier leaf frog that could inhibit MRSA. Applications of AMP for treating dysbiotic oral biofilm. Combination of chlorhexidine gluconate with a bacteriocin AMP can impair the formation of biofilm by Staph mutant. Formation of biofilm by Echinobacter baumannii can be disrupted by the orine 1,2 peptide. Antimicrobial enzymes, proteolytic enzymes, इसमें है subtilisins and lysostatin. Subtilisins belong to the serine protease and produced a bacillus species used in industry to control biofilm growth. They attack peptide bonds and hydrolyze the adhesions that are crucial in bacterial aggregation and biofilm formation. Subtilisins can destroy biofilm formed by Staph aureus, Staphylococcus epidermidis, and Pseudomonas alteromonas species. Lysostatin proteolytic enzyme forms Staphylococcus simulans rupture the cell wall of Staphylococci by cleaving the pentaglycine cross bridges. Polysaccharide degrading enzymes, lysozyme and alginate ligase. Lysozyme, most well known for its antimicrobial effects, used widely in food processing industry to prevent the formation of biofilm by foodborne bacteria. In alginate ligase, found in algae and invertebrates, has been shown to inhibit the growth of Pseudomonas aeruginosa. Here is the table in antimicrobial biofilm and the bacterial activities of peptides and enzymes. Different bacteria के strain use की गई हैं और इसमें anti-biofilm effects बताया गया है peptides और enzymes के अधीन. Applications of non-antibiotic antimicrobial agents इसमें alteration of identity of biofilm, medical devices and food industry are included. Alteration of dental plaque biofilm. Dental plaque biofilms are complex communities that contain as many as 500 different microorganisms. ये हमारा माउथ का फ्लोरा है. Technutants contribute to biofilm dysbiosis leading to dental caries when fermentable carbohydrates intake is excessive. Biofilm dysbiosis is also a key element of chronic periodontitis, with the keystone gram-negative pathogen being Porphyromonas gingivalis. Antibacterial peptides produced by gingival epithelial cells such as beta-defensin 2, uh, ribonuclease 7, and lactoferrin are found in saliva and in gingival trabecular fluid. In the presence of LF, biofilm formed by Streptococcus gordoni and Staph newton is impaired. Plant extract has also been shown to alter the behavior of oral biofilm. For example, Sakanaka et al. Reported that a polyphenol extract of green tea could impair Staph newton's biofilm formation by blocking glucosyltransferase activity. In medical devices, biofilm that form inside medical devices such as dialysis equipment or urinary or intravascular catheters can cause serious infection. Such biofilms are composed of multiple strains of bacteria and are difficult to remove from the surface on which they can grow. Carrageenan are folic acid derivatives that mimic the action of AMP but bind strongly to phospholipids. They have been shown to prevent MRSA infection in eye-shaped models. At the present time, the US FDA has approved 4 AMP: gramicidine, methicillin, fluticillin, and colistin for use as antimicrobial agents on the skin surface. In food industry, foodborne diseases caused by food spoilage or food contamination are regarded as serious threats to health on a global scale. In 2008, the Peanut Corporation of America produced peanut butter products contaminated with salmonella. This included poisons to 714 people and caused 9 deaths. Common foodborne pathogenic bacteria such as Pseudomonas aeruginosa, Salmonella, Entericia falciparum, and Listeria monocytogenes can be killed by a synthetic penicillin. AMPs can also promote the growth of beneficial microorganisms such as Lactobacillus species and Bifidobacteria in yogurt. Mucin has been used to coat plastic films to make them suppressive the growth of Listeria monocytogenes. Mucin-coated plastic films also inhibit the growth of Micrococcus luteus in milk